Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Big Dunch Show. Today, we're joined by another boxer named Joe Ward. Joe is a light heavyweight professional boxer who was a well-decorated amateur, winning gold multiple times at the European Championships and was a participant of the 2006 Summer Olympics in Rio. Joe, it's an honor to have you here, and I really appreciate it.
Thanks very much for having me on.
So, you told me that you're currently in New York for camp. How do you like it so far? How do you like the city?
Yeah, look at I've been here since 2019, back and forward in training camps. I fought in Madison Square Gardens 5 times. So yeah, New York has been pretty good for me. I enjoy it. I got good work in over here. I'm training alongside Joey Gamache and Jimmy Payne, two top class coaches with a lot of experience in the professional ranks. So just to be over here and really living that lifestyle as a top athlete and learning every day. It's and sparring and getting better. It definitely has improved me since moving over here to work with Joey.
So you're on a winning streak now. You have a fight coming up November 18th. Tell me a little bit about the fight and just how camp overall is. What have you been doing? What's training like?
Yeah, look, at training's been going really good. Everything has been going to plan. Look at it. It's very a lot of intensity at the moment. To me, and it's hard work, but it's what I enjoy doing. It's what I'm looking forward to is obviously competing, get an opportunity to go back to Ireland now and headline my own show. It's very special for me, my family, the country, and my fans. Like the people that cannot afford to travel over to New York to watch me fighting will be able to come and watch me fighting in Letterkenny in Ireland. So it's going to be a special night on the 18th, and I'm going to be 100% ready mentally, physically, and I'm looking forward to putting on a great performance come 18th.
So what's like a typical day in camp for you? How many days are you training? How many times are you sparring? What's your workout regimen looking like?
Yeah, so I train 6 days a week. We rest on a Sunday. We train twice a day. So we train in the morning times is either like running session or S&C, and then we do boxing sessions in the evenings. We try to get between 2 and 3 spars in a week, and then we just like do different like high intensity runs, long runs. But it's pretty intense, like so. It's pretty good. Is what you have to do to be 100% ready, and you have to commit yourself to doing it, and you have to live the lifestyle of a top athlete. Like so, we gotta be 100% focused at all time, and every session has got to be better.
Yeah. So how's like cutting weight? How are you handling that? Are you comfortable with that? What are you doing nutrition wise to basically meet those standards?
Yeah, look, I think the most important thing is that you have a good routine. You make sure that your diet is on point at all times. You're not overdoing it, and you're just making sure that everything is in plan, and that you're not cutting too much weight, and you're not focusing on your boxing, focusing on your performance. You're kind of focusing more on weight when you have so much to cut. So I'm kind of I'm away from all that. I have a lot of experience in the boxing game, so I kind of make sure that my weight is on point pretty much a few weeks out. So I'm not too much worried about the weight. I'm more worried about my performance and how I'm doing in the gym and how stronger, fitter, and faster I'm getting and sharper in the gym.
So let's go back a little bit. What made you interested in the sport of boxing, and how did you become such a successful amateur boxer? You had a pretty lengthy amateur boxer career, it seems like. What made that, and what some factors played into that?
Um, well, the reason why I started off boxing, my whole family is we come from a boxing family. My uncle was European champion in the amateur days. My uncle won 15 national titles. I have another uncle who won 4 or 5 Irish titles, national titles. So we come from a really good fighting background. My grandfather was a bare knuckle boxer back in the days. So yeah, so we come from a fighting family. But for me, it was just the love of the game when I walked through the doors of the boxing club at 8 years old, just looking around and seeing the punch bags, seeing the guys sparring, seeing the skipping ropes. I just fell in love with the game, and I just really just enjoyed every moment of it. And then I become successful. I won my first national title when I was 11 years old. And I went on then to win 15 national titles. I've never been defeated in Ireland in any tournament I've entered. So yeah, overall I had a great amateur career, as you said, Europeans, Worlds, Olympics, and 15 national titles. I think it was time in 2019 to go pro and try to fulfill my potential, which would become a champion one day.
So who are like any professional boxers that you really looked up to, or were there any that inspired you to help with your journey?
Yeah, when I was starting out in my own career, like we had an Irish guy called Bernard Dunn who used to be he used to fight in the Tree Arena, which would be a big arena in Dublin. He was fighting there for world titles, and he won a world title, and he was defending it. So he kind of inspired me. But who I really enjoyed watching fighting was the likes of Lennox Lewis. I really enjoyed watching Lennox Lewis. Andre Ward was another guy who I enjoyed watching as a professional fighter. These are tough fighters with great styles, and I kind of like pick certain things up on them, and I kind of work myself work with on in the gym. So hoping to improve my own style because I think of similar styles to what they really have and what they kind of fight like.
Yeah, Lennox Lewis definitely got to look after, especially one of the best jabs in boxing history, for sure.
Yeah, which is very important. I think a jab is a very important punch in boxing. It creates a lot of openings. So yeah, so you have a really good jab, and which I have myself. It definitely helps you.
So I never really spoken to an Olympian before. I think it's pretty cool. So tell me just how that experience was like being able to represent Ireland.
Yeah, look, it was a dream for me to represent Ireland Olympics. And it was a few years coming because I was really close to qualifying for 2012 Olympic Games in London. I was beaten on a 15-15 compact, so both of us finished even, and he won on a compact, so I couldn't go. So 4 years later was a long time to get yourself mentally prepared to go back into that battle again to make sure to get over the line the next time. And thankfully in Doha 2015 at the World Championships, in my weight category, you had to win either gold or silver medal to qualify, and I was lucky enough to reach the final and win a gold medal after having three really tough contests along the way. So yeah, it was a it was felt like a lot of relief, but also too it felt amazing just to know that I was going to be one of the very very small percentage of people in the world that was going to be representing our countries in the Olympic Games.
So you said that you decided to go pro. You didn't want to qualify for the next Olympics of 2020. Just could you expand a little bit more? What were some of the other factors on deciding to go pro? How is the support of your family, your coaches, and just the team around you?
Yeah, I was still in kind of an um amateur in the amateur scene. I was still going really well. I was just coming back off winning a world silver medal again in 2017 and a European from third time winning a European gold medal. Um, but I met this man who got in touch with me, a guy called Joe Winters. And Joe sadly passed away recently with COVID. But Joe was a big reason why I turned professional. Joe decided that he wanted to be part of an Irish fighter to become a champion one day. And myself and Joe flew to Ireland, and myself and Joe met, and he just really put everything into perspective. And I really trusted the man, and I knew he was in it for the right reasons, was to guide me to become a champion. And I felt like the opportunity was way too good for me to turn down. And that was probably one of the main reasons why I decided to go pro is because of Joe Winters, and I've never looked back since, and I've been very grateful for the opportunities he gave me, and for my family, and for the support they've done for me over the last number of years.
So, just are some of your long-term goals and aspirations in the world of professional boxing? What do you want to get out of your career?
For someone like me with such a good amateur background, and I believe like I'm good enough to become a champion. I believe one day I will be a champion. I believe the time is now for me to push on and get these big fights, and I believe I'm ready for them. So hopefully over the next 12 months that I will be knocking on the door, or if not fighting for big titles, because I feel like now I'm going into my 11th professional fight. I feel like now is the time. I've did all the foundation. So now is my time to really push on and get these big fights. And as I said, I believe I'm good enough. I believe I'm ready for them. And all I want now is the opportunities. And the start will be the November 18 to focus on that fight and get that out of the way with a great performance. And then I'm ready to take on these guys, these domestic guys, world level, whatever it takes. Like to me, I'm going to be ready and to take these guys on. And so yeah, so it's exciting times ahead. It's just about being in the gym, working hard, and living that life. So when the opportunity does come, that I'm 100% ready to take it with both hands.
So the last question I want to ask, and I usually like to ask this to everybody because I'm fighting for my first amateur bout. So what advice could you tell me or just anybody watching? How do you deal with the nerves getting up in that ring, and just actually fighting? What do you do in the locker room to help prepare for a fight?
Yeah, I think the most important thing is to be calm, trust in yourself, trust in the work you put in. That's what I was saying. Go back to the training and make sure you put 100% into every session. Make sure you're confident when you're finishing camp that you know you're 100% ready and nothing can phase you. And just be relaxed, believe in yourself, and enjoy it, and just be in control of everything. Like, I mean, take it in, but don't over let it overwhelm you at any stage. Than it is a boxing ring. But he has the same amount of clothes on, and if you're confident enough the way I am, you believe you're better than everyone. So you should never have to worry about what your opponent's going to bring. You just got to focus on your own performance and focus on what you can bring into the ring to make you victorious on the night.
Hey Joe, well, I really appreciate that. Best of luck for upcoming fight and the rest of your career. I really appreciate you doing this stuff for me. And
No
yeah,
problem.
of course, and I'll make sure to everybody watching, make sure to check Joe Ward out, check out his career, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'm out, guys. Peace.